And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for the Bruins. Powell outside. Pass to Vandeweghe. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Embiid covers. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Powell. He buries it from 3.
Well, that's what Powell does. Uses his accuracy from lane to create space for this offense.
Here's Manning, covered by Love. Manning's shot is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Vandeweghe. Westbrook taking his time here. Shoots over White. Off the left rim and out.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Here's Manning, covered by Love. Back to Wiggins. Outside White. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And that's the hunger that Embiid plays with. He just gobbles up the miss and goes back up for the score.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. Coach knows that Joel Embiid is going to get his fair share of trips to the line, and he told me that's a part of his game, and he's great at it. If he can bait us into contact and still find a way to get a shot up, it's going to take a very disciplined approach from us tonight on Joel. We'll see if they're up for the task. Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's White. Back to Embiid. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. To the paint. Here's Love. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
A real skill of Love's. Just has a knack for converting despite the defense being right on him.
Wiggins outside. Fires from deep. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Here's Westbrook. Joel Embiid with the board.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Westbrook against White. The shake. And it's good on the lay-in.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And it's Powell with the ball for the Bruins.
And they got into a consistent offensive flow, largely because the defense they were facing was poor.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
Such a dynamic playmaker. Westbrook forcing the issue, getting to the stripe.
First trip to the line for him here.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one's off.
Look, I got to say, the evolution of Russell Westbrook has been an underrated story in the league. This is a star player who has adapted to so many different situations successfully.
He hits the second from the line. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Wiggins outside. Now Embiid. His last outing, he had 20. Clock at 6. Pass to White. The 3 is up. Love grabs the miss. White's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. And then Westbrook slams it in.
The artist behind many iconic throwdowns, Russell Westbrook putting on a show.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. The visitors with the ball. 4-point game.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
And those are the games you need as a squad. Proving to yourself you can go win in a hostile environment.
Love, that's good.
Well, Love has never been afraid to get down and dirty inside, even through contact. He's savvy enough to find a way to finish.
Now here's White. 27 points his last game. Here's Manning. Finds the open look, and it's on target. Manning's got his second basket of the game.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Powell outside. Pass to Vandeweghe. Powell sets a screen. His first shot attempt. The shot by Vandeweghe, no good. Gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Pass to Pierce. Embiid, high post. And it's rejected. And he's going for the lob. Here's Pierce. 9 points for him in his last game. Wiggins outside. Back to White. Puts up a 3. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
And he converts the layup.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Shooting 33% in the first quarter. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead it to the score.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And though it's early, let's take a look at the cup standings.
Yeah, getting off to a hot start is really important in this tournament because there's so little margin for error.
So it's the home team now. They lead by 4. Pass to Walton. Here's Vandeweghe. Shot clock at 5. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Sometimes you have to ignore the analytics. There is value in the mid-range if that's who's shooting it.
Here's Manning. Here's Chamberlain. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's Westbrook. The rebound by Manning.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Down low. And he jams it home with authority.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. And he lobs it up top.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. White looking it over. Pass to Chamberlain. Here's Vandeweghe. Elbow shot. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got his third assist of the night.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Westbrook against White. 1:07 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Chamberlain. It's blocked. And they're pushing it up. Pushing it up now. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Manning passes to Heinrich. Here's Chamberlain. The jump hook. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Walton. Back to Westbrook. From outside, off the mark.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Here's Pierce. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. They're up by 10. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
We've got Kelly Oubre, and it's Embiid in at the 5, down low.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Chamberlain. Pass to Heinrich. And he makes it. Levine with it. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, Joel Embiid is trying to stay on the court, and to that end, he's lost weight and he's embraced wearing a knee brace. He said it's the right thing to do, giving me the support for the rest of my career. It may not look as good as it used to, with the jab or the pull-up and all that stuff, but it'll still work. Guys, back to you.
Trying to stay healthy. Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Chamberlain. Over Love. Chamberlain gets the bucket. Chamberlain's got 4 points in the quarter.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Now here's Davis. He's closely guarded. Outside for Love. Here's Levine for 3. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Baseline jumper. Oubre can't hit.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Well, like a lot of us in 2020, Zach LaVine was bitten by the golf bug.
Well, when the season came to a halt, he had to find something to do. I know you're big into that, although I bet Zach's got a little better swing than you, B.A.
I totally agree. Here's Heinrich. And there's the lob. It's stolen by Love. Here's Wilkes. And it's good. Credit Levine with the assist.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
And the visitors call time here. A look now at the leaderboard to see which teams had the toughest defenses this past season.
And their gritty mentality when it came to defense was really infectious. They were the best last year at holding opposing teams to low-scoring totals.
Here's Heinrich. Check by Davis. Pierce, the pass to Embiid. Here's Pierce. Just 5 on the clock. Out to the right wing. Here's Embiid. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. And he can't get that one. Embiid with the nice defensive effort. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Heinrich passes to Pierce. Davis on the double team. It's Wiggins on the wing. No good from outside. Got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Outside Davis. From 11 feet away. Shot's good by Wilkes. Wilkes has got 4 points this quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Pierce. Embiid passes to Pierce. Second chance shot. Love with the defensive effort. And so Davis will bring it up for the Bruins.
And despite the difference in talent level, these teams were fairly evenly matched last year.
From downtown, Chamberlain pulls it in. Shooting just 38% in this quarter. And we're only a few games in, but already some surprises to this season, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. On the positive side, a couple teams have come together quicker than anticipated, and they are outperforming early expectations.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Both teams will make substitutions. On defense, the visiting team. They trail by 11, and here's Westbrook from the arc. They get it back. Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good. Abdul-Jabbar's got 8 points.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
White against Davis. White, good. White's gotten his second bucket of the game.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Back to Westbrook. Takes a three. Pure from three-point range.
And Westbrook is very skilled at sizing up defenses. He understands when he should take these quick shots.
Back to Wiggins. Pass to White. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Davis. White, good. White's got 4 points in the quarter.
This second quarter, he's been much better, improving over that slow start.
Here's Westbrook. Gets it to go. 3 makes 9 attempts.
Well, he might be a guard, but Russ finishes like a big in the paint.
Outside White. Pass to Embiid. Embiid just too tall inside.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Westbrook outside. And he's going for the oop here. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. White, the pass to Chamberlain, and here's Embiid. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Pierce gets the bucket.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Outside Love. Pass to Westbrook. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. 10 points for him. Powell for 3. Chamberlain pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Wiggins passes to Pierce. Powell brings a double. Here's Pierce. Over Powell. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Powell surveying the D. Westbrook right side. Wiggins with a steal. They're running. Here's Pierce. That one goes in. Pierce has got 5 now.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Now here's Davis. 9 points for him in his last game. Westbrook can't hit.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Chamberlain passes to Wiggins. Here's Chamberlain. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Love a screen on White. There's Davis with the 3. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in the game. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Powell against White. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lays it up and banks it in. White's got 6 here in the quarter.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Here's Westbrook. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. They lead by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Direct your attention to center court. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot. Nice cross. One more time. A round of applause.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
What you really like about these young fellas, they compete. They've arrived with no fear. Can't say that about most rookies.
Still a long season ahead, but so far, yeah, they've been very impressive.
This is where your ball movement really helps you. Against this defense, you cannot afford to just be stagnant.
Kenny, that's a good game plan.
That's it, Shaq? That's your full analysis?
Okay, good game plan, Kenneth.
Okay, then. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Jayhawks. It's a three-point game. Powell is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 5. That's the group for J.J. Redick getting going here in the second half.
Yeah, we know Embiid can do it one-on-one, but the catch-and-shoot jumper is showing his versatility.
Powell passes to Vandeweghe. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Yeah, he's looking to get on a roll here to start the second half.
Well, that's how to start the second half strong. Going right at the rim and building some positive momentum.
White for the tie. Pierce can't get to it. Shooting has been good. 54% on this one. Here's Powell. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 assists tonight.
When he's not on the perimeter, this is where Powell is scoring, right near the hoop.
Here's Manning. He's got 6. Westbrook right side. And finished off by Westbrook.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
This is the 3.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
Pass to Love. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Embiid covers. Powell outside. Takes the 3. And it's Westbrook that time on the assist from Powell. Westbrook's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
And the visitors call time here. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Outside White. Pass to Manning. Now here's Embiid. Looking to end the run. Puts the move on. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Vandeweghe. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. 12 points for him. Offline with a three.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Pass to Manning. And here's Embiid. And Embiid gets the double team. And it's going to be a 3-second call. On Sunday, they'll go up against Chris Paul. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up with Evan Mobley.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Westbrook against White. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Westbrook's got 15 points.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
And the visitors call time here. And when a team is able to play different ways with lineup versatility, how valuable is that to you as a coach?
Well, look, B.A., the best teams simply have to be able to win in different ways. They've got to be able to win with their offense, win with their defense. They've got to be able to win in an up-tempo game. They've got to be able to win in a grinded-out half-court game. If you've only got one way you can win, the best opponents will be able to take that away. Versatility is a must.
And here's Embiid. 6 points for him. Here's Pierce. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
No debate there. He got hammered.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Pierce, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. And he makes both free throws.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Powell outside. To the wing, right side. Here's Vandeweghe.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
First team foul.
Gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Screen by Embiid. Pass to Pierce. 6 on the shot clock. Back to White. Shoots over Westbrook. White can't hit.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots. Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Outside White. Pass to Manning. Now here's Wiggins. Outside White. Just 5 to shoot. Manning. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Manning's got 8 points.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Back to Westbrook. The 3 ball. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 9 rebounds now. Westbrook against White. Here's Manning. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. He's got 10.
They're being put to the test, and he's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
Here's Vandeweghe. 6 points for him. Sinks the tray. Westbrook's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
And there's a pick. Here's Manning. Covered by Love. It's stolen by Love. Here's Vandeweghe. Powell for 3. No good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
And here's Powell. He'll bring it up for the Bruins. They've led by as many as 14. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Pass to Vandeweghe.
It'll be a timeout. Jayhawks ball. Substitution on the court.
Gone 4 of 8 in the third. And the visitors call time here. Boy, you got to like what Russell Westbrook has done in this game.
Well, look, he's picking apart their defense. They need this timeout to figure out how to slow him down.
Here's Heinrich. Pass to Pierce.
Hey, yo, right here.
6 to shoot. And the layup is good off the glass. Pierce has got 9 points.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
To the wing on the left. Back to Westbrook. Nails it from beyond the arc. Westbrook's got 21.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc. Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Embiid covers. The shot by Vandeweghe, no good. Gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Stripped away. Wilkes passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Pierce. He's got 9 with the 7-footer. And it's Wilkes with a rebound.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
A bit undersized. His hops make him a legit small ball 4.
Outside White. Pass to Pierce. Can they get it? Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. We've got 1:23 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Shooting about 47%, a nice number. Here's White. Pass to Pierce. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Embiid. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Westbrook left side. Crafty move. And that's 2 points on the layup. Westbrook's got 15 points here in the second half.
Once Westbrook finds his groove on offense, he stays aggressive.
Pass to Manning. Here's Heinrich. And here's Embiid. Here's the 3. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Buries it from 3. Westbrook's got 26 points.
Yeah, Westbrook has always been fearless. If he thinks his shot is there, he doesn't care where he's shooting it from.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Up 19. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Andrew Wiggins, and it's Chamberlain in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And the shot's good by Wiggins.
Yeah, that's on the defense there. Now, you can't let Wiggins get this kind of positioning inside.
Davis probing. Offensive board for 3. Powell. No good there.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
From the arc. And Wiggins with the 3. Wiggins got 5 points in the quarter.
And that's a good shot for Wiggins. I mean, he can be deadly from the corner.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Right side Davis. Yes, it's good.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for your Bruins. Number 14, Zach Levine.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Pierce gets the bucket.
He's taking what he can get here, has a 3 in each half.
Outside Davis. And it's Davis again missing. And so it's Wiggins with it. He brings it up for the Jayhawks. Down by 15. And that's the first of just 2 home games for him.
Bruins foul. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Heinrich. Clock at 6. Pass to LaFrentz. Wide open look. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. LaFrentz has gotten his first bucket of the night. Here's Davis. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Outside Davis. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of them.
Here's Wiggins. Oh, Wiggins with the silky touch at the rim.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
Davis, the pass to Levine. Back to Davis. Powell outside. Off target from outside.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
To the middle. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Outside Levine. Now here's Davis. Powell outside. From deep. Chamberlain pulls it in. Here's Heinrich. Checked by Davis. Pass to Wiggins. There's the screen. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what J.J. Redick was saying to the team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Davis, the pass to Vandeweghe. Now Davis. Pass to Westbrook. There's the 3. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists tonight.
He's a new man this half, playing with much better intensity and getting results.
Inside, here's Embiid. The floater, it's tipped. Here's Vandeweghe. He's covered by Oubre. Outside Love. Pass to Vandeweghe. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Love. Sends it home from three-point land.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Outside Oubre. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, Coach, the younger generation in the NBA just continues to get better and better.
Yeah, it's like anything, BA. I mean, evolution is something that's real, right? People evolve and get better and build on the people ahead of them. You learn from the people ahead of you. The players watch guys as they grow up, and then they learn to do things. The next generation learns from them, and the skill level just continues to improve.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And it's Powell off the drive. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Powell outside. Pass to Westbrook. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pierce. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. And it's Westbrook with the ball for the Bruins. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. To the inside. Here's Vandeweghe, and it's blocked by Embiid.
You can see why Embiid owns the inside. He's just so physical.
Pass to Manning. Here's Pierce. This one for 3. He drops it from range. Pierce has got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
Westbrook outside. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Andrew Wiggins checked in for Oubre. Wiggins has got the ball here for the Jayhawks. Trailing by 10, and the visitors call time here. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Here's White. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Embiid fires. Oh, it doesn't go.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
White against Westbrook. With a teardrop, cleared away by Embiid. Shooting it at 52%. White outside. Here's Pierce. Oh, touches it off the glass.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
Jayhawks ball.
There's a minute 54 left in the final quarter. Here's Manning. From deep. Oh, it's off.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
Westbrook lives for those kind of drives, forcing the D's hand.
Embiid, a screen on Westbrook. Now Wiggins. 14 feet away, and the basket is good. We've got 1:13 left in the game. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Cleared away by White. Here we go. Here's Embiid. Oh, wow. Embiid, so strong.
These are the moments Embiid loves. Enjoys being the player for this team to take and make clutch shots.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Westbrook drawing the double. Foul.
Since he was traded to Golden State in 2020, Wiggins has become a very capable defender. Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Stepping up in a big way. Woo! It's great to see Wiggins take and make these huge shots.
Third team foul. Taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, we've seen Norman Powell be a starter, average 20 for a season. He's also been a 6th Man of the Year candidate. No matter his role, Norman Powell's a guard who produces at a high level.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Norman Powell.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's an 8-point ball game, and the visitors call time here. Your thoughts, guys?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
Is in. Here's Powell, and an intentional foul right there.
Andrew Wiggins. Third personal foul. Fifth team foul. At the line for your Brewers, Norman Powell. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
Embiid! Oh, off target from downtown! And so they get the victory here at home. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
And that'll do it, folks. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.
function. The way I feel right now, I feel like we need to be all alone. So if you just playing around, you need to tell your girl, take a fine home, and that's real. Stop teasing me, stop teasing me. I could change your life so easily. I keep begging you to stay, but you're leaving me, leaving me. We got in the club, got the whole 6 side, they believe in me. We got members east of the DVP, we got members west on the 401. We got a lock on the game, but there's more to come. You gotta plot that to the morning come. You want for the girl, damn, order some. Who's calling it? Who's calling it? Who's calling it? Who's calling it? Who? Hey. Is it Stacy?